Y'all got a lot going on, boy.
Man, a lot going on.
It be a lot, man.
I'll tell you, man.
There's a lot going on with y'all, boy.
Every day.
A saga and shit.
Well, what do you know about?
Man, I mean, I don't. I just be watching. I just be like, these niggas crazy, bro.
That's how we feel watching you.
This,
Your life.
my who?
Your life.
What about my life?
I mean, you got a lot of wild shit going on.
Of course. That's always, man. I'm trying to be as peaceful as I can. They keep poking the bell.
Nah, facts, man.
They keep poking the bell, bro.
But we haven't heard any like really huge news in a little bit, right?
Yeah, nah. It was the last one was the with my ex-wife and shit. She said I pulled a stick on her and shit like that, but I beat it, case dismissed.
Oh, that was dismissed. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, that's fire. But we got to dig into the old school shit because I've been a fan for a long time. So,
oh man,
for the people out there, this is an interview that I've been wanting to do for a long time. The Gunplay interview is officially going down. Shout out to my man Remo, No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. Man, yeah, I feel like when you came out, like, we, as like me and everybody I knew, like lost their mind. Like, this is one of the hardest rappers of all time. So for sure, I don't want you to think this is gonna be another like TMZ style interview that I'm sure you've done plenty of.
I'm ready. I'm fully prepared though. But I appreciate that.
Thanks, man. Like,
absolutely.
You just, I feel like you got like. As far as like real rap fans, like even when I mentioned like, oh, we interviewing Gunplay tomorrow in the group chat, bars. People start quoting their favorite bars and just like really.
I love it. Hey man, shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate my fans, man. Y'all really is true. Like, you know what I mean? I do this shit for y'all, man. Facts, man. Appreciate that, man. Yeah.
So give us a little bit of who a young Gunplay was in terms of just coming up in the game and everything prior to the world getting introduced to you.
I was born in El Paso, Texas. My mom is Jamaican, my father Puerto Rican. They was in the Army. They divorced at 3. They both was from New York. My mom was from Queens. My father was from South Bronx. I moved back there. I was 10 years old. That's when I got into hip hop. I left when I was 10, but before and during those 80s period, I fell in love with hip hop. That's when hip hop started being.
But you're saying you were in New York up till you were 10?
Up till I was 10.
Wow. So you absorbed a lot of the culture and the excitement about hip hop at that point?
Exactly. Like all of that. Like when it was just like, it was taboo.
Yeah.
Hip hop was taboo for real. You know what I mean? In the music industry, there was just like, but it was growing so rapidly, man. And you know, when my Adidas came out and Eric B and then you had the Panther movement, Public Enemy and all of that and it was just so many facets of hip hop that it was conscious, it was drug dealing, it was shooting, it covered all bases, you know what I mean? And it was a hell of a time to be alive, man, I must say, for real.
Definitely. So you feel like you brought some of that same enthusiasm when you moved out of New York?
When I got transplanted to Miami, it was just like overnight. I went from, you know, city life to like, I moved to Miramar, and Miramar is on the county line of Carroll City, right? They're right next to each other. So, when my mother moved there, it was an influx of Jamaicans, Haitians, Bahamians, all islands was coming into Miramar. So within 3 years, it went from white and Spanish to just all Jamaican and, you know, Haitian and Bahamian, all islands. And by the time I was 15, you know, I was moving and grooving, and I was, you know, hanging out in Carroll City and, you know, doing my thing, and I was smoking at the park, and next thing you know, somebody was having a birthday party for their daughter, dude named Earl, and I heard some freestyles, and I went over there, and they was like, man, go over there, man, they rapping, man, go over there, man. So I go over there, I grab the mic, I start rapping, and then the dude brought me to his vert, baby blue, 7.6 or 7.5 with the 17-inch chrome Dayton's, white stripe, white rag, white guts. You know what I mean? He was like, man, I'm starting a record label, man. I want you to be the first artist. This is like a dream to a kid.
What year is this?
This is 1994, 5.
Wow, okay. Early.
Yeah, 95. And when you know, that's a dream to a kid. You just, you know what I'm saying, you gotta, you know, back in the days, them verts was like, you know, that was the money car back in the day. Fuck a Benz, you got a vert. So maybe 6 months, he put me in the studio. I did my first record at Slip and Slide Studios, and Funk Boogie, he was the producer for Slip and Slide at the time. He recorded me. And 6 months later, a little bit down the line, Earl met Teflon Don. Which is today, y'all know him as Rick Ross. You know, his name was Teflon Don. He said, man, hey man, this dude, he's like a down south Biggie. You know what I mean? I want y'all to do some music together. So, you know, the moment I met him, man, we had the same hunger, the same passion for the music. You know what I mean? The same drive. You know, and I trusted his vision.
And so,
you know what I mean?
By that point, are you fitting in as like a Florida rapper, or are you still seeming kind of like a New York cat to them, or had you kind of outgrown that?
I was like just finding myself, so I was just me. I just, whatever I would sound like, it was just whatever I would sound like. Sometimes some people would be like, man, you sound like you from up top, and then from when I'm up top, they'd be like, you sound like you from down south. Like, so I just said, whatever, it's both. You know what I mean? Because I grew up there, you know, when I was young, so came down here, you tend to pick up the lingo and stuff like that just over time, and you know, and then you get a Gunplay, man. You know what I'm saying? Mixed all that shit up, you get a me.
What was your original rap name? Do you have one before Gunplay?
Yeah, I wanted to be a DJ at first. Okay. Right? So I named myself DJ MC because I wanted to rap too.
There you go.
Got my turntables. There was the Geminis. Back in the day, Geminis, so you couldn't really chicka because your shit would just jump. You know what I'm saying? And so I just said, man, fuck all that, because I had to buy records and shit like that. And I said, man, I'd rather do the writing. So I just started writing, man. And then, you know, years down the line, I just said, you know, I got that, my lyrics, man. I'm Gunplay, man. And then, you know, later on down the line, gun charges later, Gunplay later. And yeah.
So when you meet Ross, is he already rich?
Nah, man.
Not really there
yet. We was
yet.
both poor, man. We was both broke, man. You know what I'm saying?
But people already were impressed by him musically?
Yeah. He was doing this thing around the city, and people was like, you know what I mean? He I ain't gonna say he was broke. Well, he was still, you know, I was at my old girl house. He was still at his old girl house, but probably by the time he was 19, probably like a year later, he had bought a crib over there in Pananchi Estates, nice crib over there. Yeah, right there, right down the street from my dog. You know what I'm saying? Bought one over there, and you know, he was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't broke. Like, you know, when I first met him, we was all, you know, he had his Ram truck. Then he got it painted the sunburst orange to the gray on the Dayton's. And then he had put, I don't remember if y'all remember the VHS tapes and shit like that. That he had before niggas had that shit in there.
He had it in the whip.
He had it in the whip, and we used to watch Faces of Death.
Oh wow,
facts.
I seen that when I was a kid too. Yeah,
we used to watch Faces of Death in that bitch, dog, and he had Teflon Don on the side, and you know, looking for artists and shit like that. And that's when we met Torch. Torch was down here he was in New York, got into some trouble, came down here, seen the truck, called the number. We met up with him, and I was like, nah, this nigga's fire, bro. Like, you know, I ain't even think he wrote his own shit. I'm like, man, this nigga too. But then we started writing and shit like that, and we formed Carol City Cartel.
Wow.
Triple C.
Because, I mean, if you meet Ross 95, you said?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really find out about him on a national level till like 2005. So he got like 10 years there that
10
took
years
for him to come
grinding
up. Yeah.
Every day, 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm over at the crib every day trying to figure this shit out, scratching our head. You know what I'm saying? Getting to it.
And
like,
are you
writing?
Are you guys getting to it purely musically, or are you also trying to get some money in other ways as well? Whatever
music,
falls,
man.
What falls in your lap?
Music, man. We music, man. You know what I'm saying? We that's what we did, man. Music, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying? That's we woke up, we eat, sleep, shit that shit. Like if a nigga talking anything that has nothing to do with what we got going on, cut that conversation short, nigga. You wasting nigga time. You know what I'm saying? So it was always like that every day.
And as y'all was forming Triple C's, were y'all like intended to stay with Slip and Slide Records, or at the time y'all was like, all right, we about to go do our own thing?
Yeah, so he had to deal with Slip and Slide, but I guess, you know, it wasn't right or whatever, so he basically worked his way out that deal. You know what I mean? Hustled his way out that deal for real. You know, because a lot of artists would have just stood there and, man, dog just kept writing, ghost writing, and just pumping up to a point where you can't hold a nigga no more. You know what I'm saying? Now we going to the majors now, for real, you know? And, you know, whatever paperwork they had, whatever, you know, over time, I guess they hashed it out and, you know, he went in separate ways and created Maybach Music. You know what I mean?
Who are you looking at as the big dogs in Miami at that point that y'all, like, want to be on the same level as, like, the people who are really killing it in the music industry?
To keep it honest, man, Ted Lucas. Ted Lucas, you know, CEO Slip and Slide. He was definitely somebody that we looked at.
Ricky. Gee, them boys came up.
Right? Yeah.
Them boys came and picked up. The Atlantic came and signed Pretty Ricky before they signed Ross. Ross just made a video about that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like,
I remember that.
He was mad.
Everybody
That shit made him cry.
Everybody made it before us. It was Pitbull. It was Trick Daddy, Trina. Even at one point, a nigga named Dirtbag. Got him a fat budget.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dirtbag wherever he at.
But I'm a Dirtbag.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he even got a dick. Like, everybody was blowing the Pretty Ricky. We used to be like, we was like doing Chitlin Circus with Pretty Ricky and Pitbull, and they used to leave glitter on the stage. Facts, bro.
Shout out to my brother Pleasure.
Shout out to them. Facts though.
And Baby
that's how the grind. Them niggas, man. We all came up in the same. You know what I'm saying? Hustle. The same fucking circle, man.
And are you just like working on the music, or are you also like in the clubs trying to like play the part and sort of fake it till you make it, in the sense of looking like you're maybe having more money than you actually are? Or are you just purely focused on the music?
I was just Dickies, dog. I wear my Dickies and my fucking Chucks on my ones, and I wasn't trying to be.
That's a Dade County culture, though.
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
like back in the career in Dade County, we don't like, we niggas just started wearing designer and shit like that. I ain't gonna say just, but like our culture is like Dickies, Reeboks, black tees.
You see how like y'all over here be just like, y'all not really too flashy for real. Like y'all just keep it like, you know what I'm saying? We kind of like that too. You see what I'm saying? But that's how I kept it. And I would have the book bag. We'll go to TJ's, DJ's in Tallahassee. I had a big modified 4.5 on me. But nigga, facts, bro.
Pocket full of money.
What? And just in there, boy, handing out CDs. Hey, Rick Ross, Future of the South. And niggas don't, you know, some niggas will be, you know, straight. And I'll be like, yeah, niggas don't listen to this, no way. I just walk off and, you know what I'm saying, and keep handing them out. I was aggressive with that shit, bro, back in the day.
Are you patient and understanding that like Ross is going to be the first one to blow, or could it have been either of you?
It was all an effort for him to blow.
Okay,
everybody, it was a group effort. Like everybody was there. Was like, we know once you get there, we you know, we gonna do what we got to do. But
was that ever hard to like sort of bide your time waiting for him to blow, knowing that you're going to be under that umbrella? Like,
nah, cause it's a lifestyle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my brother. Like, it's like, if I'm every day with you, dog, and we hustling or whatever, like, it's one day it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So I was never thinking of, I always know what I'm gonna do when I get there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit there and just wait for no handout and be, I ain't that type of nigga. So I know once he gets there, it don't matter what he do. I'm still gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Why was y'all pushing Ross first? Did Ross have more ambition, or was the pen there? Like, what was it that made y'all?
The pen, the influence, you know what I'm saying? He's deep rooted in Miami like that. So it's like
his program.
Yeah. It was, you know what I mean? Like he you know, he do his thing. So everybody, like, you know, we rock with him. We rock with him. And he, you know, when he say boss, he mean that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it ran.
Sometimes it feels like that's been kind of lost because the internet has sort of like flattened everything out, where now everybody wants to be the star. But in reality, having like the main artist and then everybody kind of falling under him and understanding that he's going to lead the way is kind of like a lost format, you know?
Right. That's oh shit, boy.
Sorry.
Just making sure that bitch don't fall on me.
Our little buddy over here falls down. We're gonna have issues.
What I was saying? What was just talking about?
Just like the structure and like,
structure.
Yeah.
That's what's not there no more. You see what I'm saying? We always have structure, dog. It's just a Miami thing, I guess, man. We always, if we all have the same goal in mind, you know what I mean? And like say for instance, like me, I got the connects and I got the experience and I've been in the game this long. So now I start on a label named Animal Shelter. You see what I'm saying? Cause we the underdogs. You feel me? And now my brother, I could bring my brother through. So it's not like saying I'm a boss, this and that, but I could lead you into the right direction. Cause I don't like the word saying I'm a boss and all of that. That's fake. But me, I would rather be a leader. I see the genius in people and want to just guide them to their greatness. That's all I want to do.
Right. And
I've done that behind the scenes with people, with videographers, with you know what I mean, everybody, artists. I see them. Hey man, look, you'll go over here, make a call. I'll make a call for you over here. Boom, boom, boom. And next thing you know, they doing their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because I motherfuckers records.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like I guide people to their greatness. That's what I want to do. That's my passion. You see what I'm saying? Some people don't see the genius in them, in themselves. So I see it. I see the genius in everybody. You know what I mean? And I just try to like guide them, man.
So by the time Ross ends up getting signed, like, do you remember what year he signed versus what point he drops and really blows up?
We dropped Hustling October, November. It blew that fourth quarter. First quarter, we got the deal. And I think like January, February. I might be wrong.
Right.
But I believe it's around there. You know what I mean?
Break down how the song Hustling came apart. About like where was y'all at? Man, studio vibes.
I'll never forget. Red was like, boy, we got one. And we went over there and he played it and we heard every damn. I was like, oh shit. So I had a copy of the CD too. And I would ride around with it with no vocals on it. And I'll pull up to the trap, do my thing, woo woo, and niggas is like, what that is, boy, what that? I just wanted to hear the response of just the beat alone.
Even the beat alone.
That's it.
People kind of.
So I'm hearing. It's just more confirmation that I know I'm out of here, bro. I got a couple days left, bitch. We out of here.
Yeah.
I'm tired of this shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? So when that was just confirmation for me, man. And when he came on that motherfucker and said, "Who the fuck you think you're fucking with?" I'm not fucking, but. To come on a record that's is gonna be for the radio, and to come on where who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the fucking you know a nigga was like, boy, you know how this 10 years, nigga, I felt that to this day. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that.
You put the house on that record.
What?
Put the
Man,
house
come
on
on, man. Come on, man, to this day, man. Stop playing.
And so soon after that, you're just on tour. You're on the road.
Probably like February, probably like a month later, maybe a month or two later. We was, I seen the schedule because we got a calendar and shit like that. And then I seen like the dates and shit like that. And it was like Ireland and this and that and fucking Belgium and what else? Where in Germany? Some other place in Germany and Amsterdam. I'm like, what the what? Nigga, I ain't gonna lie, dog. I'm gonna tell y'all some shit that I never told nobody. Since there's no jumper, I'd rather give y'all some exclusive.
Nice.
Dog. But before this motherfucking record hit, right? My karma was coming back from robbing so many people and running off with work, right? I was fucked up.
Really?
I was bad. I was down bad. Right before that shit hit. That's why I be trying to tell people, when you down bad and you think that shit is something finna happen. So I was so bad. I was living, right? I had a Monte Carlo, dog, and I was living in like this. efficiency, but it was a garage turned into a room.
Okay.
And they didn't finish the fucking wall to the ceiling, to the roof kind of thing. So birds will come in, pew, 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 and sometimes I wake up with bird shit. I cannot fucking make this shit. I would wake up sometimes with bird shit, and I'll be like, how the bird? And then I see it's like a little fucking crack all along the top of the shit, bro. Wow. I was paying $500, I think, a month or $5. I was fucked up.
Yeah.
Bad. I started fucking like doing hella coke too, and I was just like in a bad zone, bro. Bad. And it was all my karma for me running off and shit and doing some fucked up shit to people and
you
shit.
Robbing like random motherfuckers? No, people that might really do something to you.
Yeah.
Like you got something to worry about when you're moving around.
Absolutely. But at the same time, it's like, are you ready? Because I'm ready.
Right.
So it's just who's gonna jump first. You know what I'm saying? But
so this all could have gone a different way.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, God bless the dead. My brother Peasy, man. You know what I'm saying? He was on that same type of time too. But
I was just thinking about him when you said
right. Yeah, man. That was that man. At one point, man, we was day for day, boy. Just I'm talking about dummies and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Does Ross know at that time that you're doing coke and shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to be. Come on, man.
Does he disagree with it, or is he just kind of like, hey, that's
he
that's
never never really gave a. But once we got professional,
right,
and it was like, come on now, you know what I mean,
right?
Like, and I was just like, but this is the part. This is the fun part. What do you mean? What? That's why I'm in Colombia breaking it down in $1. That shit broke down like
because
that shit said
I was I don't know 24, 25 or some shit like that, and like I knew that there was this shit that people did called coke, but none of the people that I hung out with did it. And then all of a sudden on World Star, I'm watching you do it. And then not only do it, but you come back a week later and you're like, yo, if y'all thought that I was going to be in Colombia and not sample the local cuisine, you got me fucked up. And I remember I'm so young and I'm like, yo, he's a cokehead and he don't even give a fuck. That's crazy. That's what so impressed.
That's what I wanted to. That's exactly reaction what I wanted everybody though. Sorry, not sorry.
Right. Because really, like people build coke up like it's this crazy ass drug. But if you're a real gentleman, you could do some coke and have, I could go out and drink and then not drink for a few weeks. It's no big deal. I mean, coke is not that different. People ruin their lives over it. But if you have the constitution to not ruin your life over it.
That's it. Anything you do is too much of, you gonna fuck up, bro. If you drink too much, your liver gonna fail, dog. Like, or whatever the fuck gonna fuck up. Like, dog, like coke in Miami is culture, man. It's nothing. It's too. That's it. Or you smoking it or whatever the fuck. But after a while, if you if you want to do better and you really want to be like, all right. I started outgrowing it after a while, so now I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I still partake, you know what I mean? In a tootathon here and there, you know what I'm saying? But it's far in between, and it's only when if I know I'm finna have a nice night and I'm drinking, let me go get me a little, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I haven't done it in a long time. It's starting to make it sound pretty good.
Sound good.
It's been a while.
So that trip
still got the rest of that bag?
Right. No, that's the thing. Sometimes people will be accusing me of being on coke on the podcast.
You just got stuck.
If I was doing coke on the podcast, every single person watching would know. Number one, I would have already had to go do a few more bumps, like during this 15 minutes or however long we've been going.
Until he said, you lost me there, gang.
Oh shit!
But when that clip comes out and goes crazy on World Star and whatnot of you being clearly open doing coke and stuff, is that complicated for Ross because he's new in the scene? He doesn't maybe appreciate how that makes him look.
Yeah, I don't think that boy know your nickname at the crib.
Oh man, to the crib they call me 5 drug minimum, man. This shit is nothing, bro. They call me 5 drug mini, bro.
That was back then. He was Mr. 5 drug minimum. You feel me? Like,
wow.
Bro he the one that like made it be cool, like for niggas to be like, yeah, nigga, I smoke meth, or like I ain't gonna say it's cool, but
not meth.
But he was one of them.
no, for real, cause niggas out here like I ain't gonna say no names, but you know niggas saying they smoke meth.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rappers that are basically doing meth.
You know,
Molly. I'm on Molly now.
Right.
I'm on
Yeah,
drink.
right.
I'm on Zans. I'm on perks. None of that back in the day was looked up in the hood. If you was on perks and you was on all kind of shit, they would call you like, you know, you'll have like junkie jit name, whatever.
Yeah, junkie jit.
Yeah, but then when niggas like when bruh started like, nigga, this stand on that, and I'm pulling up clean, jumping out, pocket full of money, big. You feel me? It's like what?
Yeah.
All the hoes. You know what I'm saying? And then when you party with them hoes gonna end up turning up doing more.
Boy, you
shit.
you will not realize. Boy, you fail to realize how many hoes be on Blook, bro.
What? The whole club?
What the fuck, my nigga? I'll never forget, bro. We was in motherfucking, I forget where we was at, man, but we had a show, man, and it was like 4-5 hoes in Fat Boy room, and I pulled out the little shit and I put that shit on the table, and I was just finna just line it up. When that hoe look. All them hoes just came flocking to the dot.
It's the ultimate
They
cheat
came
code.
flocking to the dot, boy. Left the room, boy.
It is. It's like if you have an 8-ball in your pocket, you're playing a different game.
The sober one stayed. The Blook girls left. Yeah, and we was in the other room, and that was like my first like 4-girl orgy.
Oh shit!
It was just coke infused.
Never nut.
It was crazy. Never nut. What the fuck? Back then, we had Viagra's because we had to connect, bro. So we always had Viagra.
That's a dangerous combo.
Shout out to Gucci Poochie. Viagra's and penicillin.
Not the penicillin.
Viagra's and penicillin.
Wow.
What?
But so are you like all those years of like in the early stages of Ross's career blowing up and you're on the road with him? How would you describe your purpose on the road? Like what tasks are you taking on in terms of how you're making yourself useful with the services that you can provide day to day?
I would at first in the beginning, I didn't care. I would carry bags. Mm-hmm. I would roll blunts. I go get the food. You know, with the whoever, we all do it. You know what I'm saying? And it was a thing. And then as time went down the line, I started just the promoter would know what I needed, so he'll just come bring my bottle to the room, my Hennessy. So then it was no more responsibilities because it was somebody else doing it. So now my shit was to just get drunk and get on stage and hype this motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? To my fucking head finna bust. I remember one night we did 3 shows in one night in that DMV area. 3rd show, my head pounding, my heart racing. I don't know what the fuck. I'm about to die. And who the boss? Rose. And I just hey. And I'm like, bruh, you know?
So
I loved it.
You leaving it all on the stage, just full blown energy.
Full blown energy, bro. They used to come back in the backstage and be like, man, Gunplay, man, your energy, man. I'd be like, man, shit, let's turn up. You already know.
So every day I'm hustling and drop. You said about a month later, y'all on the road constantly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's when we went to out the country, and then that's when we went on tour with Jay-Z, and they ain't even tell me. So we go to Ireland, and it's a big baseball stadium, and I'm thinking it's his shit, and we in the green room, and fucking Jay-Z walks in, dog. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought he was just in town to just in town or something. And Ross told us to rap for him. We rap for him. Woo woo, everything cool. He leave. We perform. Stadium like 30, 50,000, some shit like that. We perform. Get off. I'm thinking it's over. Next thing you know, motherfucking Jay-Z come out, dog. I'm like, hold on, dog. Did we just open up for Jay-Z? And then I thought about it, and then the next day, we did the same thing, and we did it over and over for like 14 days, bro. Wow. And I was like, yo, we was standing on couches and shit around that time with the Timberland had a record. something girl, wherever you are.
Oh yeah.
That song, that shit, that, and then man, it was definitely a
Promiscuous
time,
girl.
Promiscuous girl. That song right there takes me back to that tour specifically, and then around that time it was Jay-Z's birthday or something like that, and it was like they was having a party at this club, and it was like I was just standing on the couch. They was wishing him happy birthday, and Beyonce's right next to him. And I'm sitting there with dreads hanging. I got the Triple C Dickie on, dog. I got hanging out, dog.
Big
that
booty.
shit. Yeah, big booty just. What?
All right, so we moving along too fast. So Jay-Z, when did he get into the picture? Because he hopped on the Everyday I'm Hustling remix, right? He remixed it?
Yeah.
How long after the song was out when Jay-Z hopped on it?
Month, 2 months. Well, no, probably like 2 months. Probably like 2-3 months. We was, cause I remember the anticipation was like we heard like he was gonna get on it. I think it was about 2. Don't let me lie to you.
Yeah.
Don't let, cause I don't want to
Everything's
be
a big blur.
But I know, it was Hennessy, Booker, I don't know.
But that's like the biggest cosign that Ross could have got, because Jay-Z really, like, if you go back, Jay-Z was kind of like the first hustler rapper. Like, first guy who was telling you like, yo, I was rich off selling work before I got in the rap game was him. Yeah. So when Ross comes along and he's like, no, I'm a full-blown kingpin. And maybe right now, like for fans, it was kind of hard to tell. Like, you're saying you're like a kingpin right now? Yeah. Like Jay-Z kind of like brought that whole archetype to hip hop, so that must have been insane.
Yeah. No, it was dope, man. To get that, once you get that cosign, you know, we're gonna be here a while.
Point being, I asked that, was Jay-Z the first rapper to really come like from outside of Florida to like embrace y'all, or was like Diddy around first? Because I remember a long time ago, y'all was in the Boys in the Hood video.
Oh, yeah.
So how did y'all even get mixed in where y'all was in the video? Ross not even on the song.
Yeah, that was Block. Remember Block ENT? You know Block ENT.
Block ENT.
That's who we got. That's who basically like brought us into the game, like the real game. You know what I'm saying? Ross had went up to Atlanta for a little while, and he had disappeared for a little while. I couldn't get in contact with him, whatever was going on. Boom, he gets in contact with me. He says, man, out of nowhere, man, I'm in Atlanta. I'm going to bring you out to Atlanta. This is like 96, 90, you know what I'm saying? So I go up there. No, probably like, at this point, it's like 98. Don't let me lie. Boom. Now it's like 98 at this point. I'm like 18. So we go up to Atlanta, and we meet with Block. Dude named Block, he was managing an artist named Lil Noah back then, and a guy named Tomcat. Tomcat, we used to sleep on his floor and Greg Street at Greg Street.
Greg Street. Atlanta.
Yeah, Fat Boy used to be over there too. Like we used to be over there, dog, and at Tomcat crib, to the point Tomcat wife. We was there so much, and it was just and then she just was like, I can't, you know what I mean? I guess they had they separated or whatever, man.
You're saying you caused the divorce? I
just feel like I felt like that. I'd be like, yo, I'm like, not me, but you know what I'm saying, us. Yeah. But he just had a vision. We everybody believed in Ross's vision, bro. You know what I'm saying? We all stood behind him, and we all wanted to see him win. You know what I mean? And right now he's where he's supposed to be, where I knew he was gonna be. It's not even a surprise to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not even a surprise.
So
it's
y'all
just
going
like, what else?
Y'all going to the A, linked y'all with Diddy, because Diddy used to be out there with BMF a lot.
Oh yeah, so Block and was managing Boys in the Hood, and he brought Boys in the Hood to when Diddy had that Bad Boy South.
Yeah.
So he was running Bad Boy South Block at that time, if I'm not mistaken. He had brought Boys in the Hood there, and then and Big Gee that was in Boys in the Hood. Yeah. That's our partner too. So it was like, all right, we in there. You know what I'm saying? And then so we was on the set that day. So yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that was dope.
That's crazy. We're like really going through such a long chunk of time there. Like you got so many years in the game. It's kind of crazy.
It's man, dude. Those things like that little that little cameo in that video.
It used to mean so much. The little video cameras, because there wasn't that much content coming out, you know?
Right. So you get you a little. If you really look,
You in there too?
Yeah. I was in. I made
the whole
sure
triple season.
I made sure I was in that motherfucker. But the very first video, if y'all really look, it's what's it called? I told y'all I had to get down now. Trina told y'all it was on the what's that soundtrack? All About the Benjamin soundtrack.
I got you.
If you see that video at the very, very end, you see me like this. I'm like, it was so many niggas I'm trying to like get. Yeah. I'm like, damn, dog, I gotta get this. I got one last ditch effort.
They don't tell you that you gotta fight to be in the video. You gotta really get up there and be. Boy. It's a little war to be standing next to the rapper.
Find your spot. Yeah. You gotta look and be. All right, I know the camera gonna catch me over here. Like, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes niggas be already on it. Boy, you gotta get. And you see me with my little dress and shit.
Definitely been some music videos that drop where I see it and I'm like, damn, I should have been jockeying for position a little bit harder there. Get a little FaceTime in this video. You know? Nah, facts. But so, okay, you had a quote at one point. You said that Ross brought the luxury side of Miami to the table and that you brought the dark side.
Yeah, man. I brought the after hours. He brought Liv. So,
he made shit look luxurious and showed the real Miami club expensive side of things, whereas you were like, no, this is what the trenches is like.
Right. You know what I mean? He definitely catered to the trenches too with his music.
Right.
But I just wanted to carry that baton and be like, nah, it's for real. You know what I'm saying?
His side was like, this is when you make it. And yours was like, this is in the grind trying to make it.
Trying to make it, right.
I mean, really, if you look at somebody like Kodak Black, whether intentional or not, you kind of like were of that same sort of lineage. You're like in the hood, you got dreads, you're openly doing drugs and openly violent, hustling, doing whatever. Like really like the way that like somebody like Kodak is kind of like the face of Miami, I would say in a certain way, or the face of South Florida. It's like, you know, he's putting forth his version of what it is to be him, even if it might be kind of ugly. I
live vicariously through him.
You feel that? Because you're getting older, so you look at somebody like him
absolutely.
like, okay.
I can't turn up like that no more, but I'm like, turn up for me.
Yeah.
Go crazy. Because this is what I would have been doing too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, he's still young. He's still young. He got a lot of time, man. and he's smart. I believe he's smart. You know, is smart enough to know when he's tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like we all do. Like how you say, a nigga could do a little whoop de whoop, but if you know it's finna fuck up this, you finna kind of like, you know, get right at least. Yeah, you know. So
it ain't what you do, it's how you do it.
It's how you do it, dog. That's
anything in life.
That's it. You don't want to do too much of it and tripping and do, you know. And once it fuck up money,
is a good representation for South Florida.
Absolutely, to the T.
For a South Florida YN,
to the T.
It's everything.
To the T. Yeah.
It used to be Trick. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. Definitely was Trick. Yep. He the one got me talking about boom and smoking and cocaine and shit like that. Definitely. Once he said that, I was like, oh yeah. I'm the type of nigga take a pound of brown and boom that bitch Day County style. I say, oh my God. What the oh, that was it. That one line, that was it. That was it for me. And then for me to wake up for Trick to give me a call at 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning, hey boy, what's up? Boy, what you got over there, boy? All right, bring something through. And I come through, and now I'm smoking. I'm actually in Trick Daddy crib smoking dirty at 6:30 in the morning recording music.
Wow.
You gotta understand, bro, from a kid coming up, that's crazy, bro.
Hell yeah.
That's how I felt when I did my first record with Piccolo.
For real?
Yeah, I felt like that with Pick. I'm like, damn, dog. I used to listen to this nigga growing up. I used to watch their music, him and Vito and shit.
Yeah,
dog.
With
the donks and shit. They got 50 donks, the whole Overtown out
Put
there.
Your picture on the T-shirt.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, now this nigga in the studio, he right here smoking boom. We making music together. And this my dog now. He calls me like on the regular. You feel me? It's like,
Shout
I know
out
the
Dez
feeling,
Lock, man.
yeah.
Shout out Dez
Piccolo,
Lock.
one of them-
Shout out Piccolo, man.
Them legends from Miami, you
Yeah.
feel me? And Vito, you know what I'm saying?
Rest
Long
in,
live
man.
Vito, no
yeah,
shake.
long live, man. No shake, man.
So y'all on tour with Jay-Z. Every Day I'm Hustling, Going Crazy is on the charts. How long does it take for y'all to get BMF? How long after that record come through?
That record BMF.
That's when we kind of realized, like, oh shit, he's gonna do this a bunch of times.
Yeah,
he don't
again.
just got one hit. Yeah.
Damn, when was that, dog? That was a blur by then, dog. That was when?
My friend, let's look
That
that
was
up.
like another album, right?
That was like
I feel like there was another single after Hustling.
Hustling.
Before the
it was
BMF.
Hustling. Then the second single was Push It to the Limit, and
BMF came out 2010,
2010.
and it was on the Teflon Don album, which that was his first album. Yeah.
no, Teflon Don
Oh,
was
the
his second
album.
second
Yeah.
album. Yeah. And that by then, shit, man, you know, shit was up, boy. That's when, yeah, dog. That's when that energy was crazy, man.
Were y'all really tapped in with BMF like that it was considered like an act of respect to title a song like that, or what was the relationship like?
I didn't know them to have a relationship, but if they did, I didn't know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but it was just the fact that, you know, y'all think I'm Big Meech, Larry Hoover,
Right.
whipping work.
It was like paying homage.
Hallelujah, man. That shit hard, bro.
Yeah.
That shit hard, bro.
Would you say that like you or Ross really knew about who like Larry Hoover like knew about the story, or like was it more just like a general
Nah,
we're into drugs and selling them?
Nah, he definitely is a historian on shit.
Right.
He knows, you know, he very intelligent man. He knows about the history of a lot of shit that, you know what I'm saying, especially gangsters and shit, man.
Right.
So, you know.
Did you know early on that there was a famous Rick Ross who was a drug trafficker from Los Angeles, or okay?
Yeah.
Did you ever
'cause
have conversations about the fact that might become a problem later on or anything?
Nah,
Okay.
there was a line in a record one time. I forgot who. I think it was Red or somebody that told him, was like, he had said a line in the song, something like I'm Ricky Ross, something. It was like, yo, that's what you should name yourself, dog. Ricky Ross, Rick Ross. I forgot who it was that gave him that idea or something like that, dog, because he had said it in a line and it was just so hard and it just made sense. And it just made sense. Dog had that same, you know what I'm saying? It was like, nah, it fits. It definitely fits, bro. And you know, and man, he took it, man, and ran with it, bro. Like I just wish, you know, that they could have like been cool. You know what I mean? Because I you know, I don't know what happened between them. So don't let me talk about nothing that I don't know. But what I wish would have happened is, you know, he would have been like, look, hey, woo, you know, let's make some money off of this. Let's, you know, but
Right.
you know, I don't know.
Because
I
from what I
don't know.
what I
I
understand,
just wish they were cool.
he was like supposed to be doing such a long sentence that like nobody ever thought they were going to see him on the streets again. Never mind doing interviews and shit like that. You know.
I know. But I don't know. To each his own, man. I just wish they would have been cool, man. You
Right.
know what I mean? I just hate to see that. But man, who knows what they are nowadays? I don't know. I don't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
I just do my thing.
Definitely. Okay. So, like, when do you start really like dropping music, or like, what's the rollout plan to be now that Rick Ross is a household name in rap? Like, is the conversation like Triple C's is coming right behind, or is there going to be like a Gunplay mixtape right after that, or like, how do you approach that?
We was talking about like doing a group, and you know, once he gets in position, we do the Triple C's album. And then do the solo album, Gunplay, do the solo Torch and all that, you know, the usual. But I guess around that time, there was a thing with him and 50 Cent, and then they released our album in the midst of that, so it just was like not good timing, I guess, for our album. So we didn't get I feel the look that we were supposed to get or the push or whatever, because it was just so much going on.
It got overshadowed by the beef, sort of?
Overshadowed by the beef. There we go. On the head. That's how I feel.
How was it like beefing with 50 Cent and G-Unit?
At that point.
Because at that time,
it was a joke. I mean, to me, it was a joke. You know what I mean? Like,
when did you realize, like, all right, we into it with these niggas for real?
Shit, nigga, when I had to fight him.
So that's the talking about that infamous video? Okay. The BET Awards?
I was like, oh, this shit is for real? Oh, okay. Well, okay.
So before it was just all raps and shit, and until that day, and then you're like, all right, so this shit. So break down the day at BET Awards, what happened? Because you got caught by yourself, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Leaving in between.
I'm always dolo. But somebody was with me, but they had just left. Just conveniently left right before they popped up. But I seen him. He walked up. There was police right here. Like, there was like these stairs, and the police won't let me out. And there's like a barricade, and I could have just either jumped the fence and run off into the dark like a pussy, or you know what I'm saying? Say, hey, officer, look, they about to do something to me like a pussy, or just say, I'm on the run for armed robbery right now. I don't give a fuck. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm gonna go out with a bang. I'm finna crash out.
Man,
I'm finna crash out. That's it. I'm gonna crash out.
You ever had one of the moments where you think about something and you just be like, I'm finna crash out.
I think about it a lot. I might not really done it.
As you get older, you just do less. Be like, nah.
Yeah. You talk to yourself a little more.
It seemed like back in the days, though, they used to try to make it a thing to keep like 50 Cent separated from the Rick Rosses and the Fat Joes and all that. So we were actually shocked to see I actually run into each other at like a BT event publicly in the back. We was like, damn, there wasn't, because I remember the altercation, you ended up getting pepper sprayed, and I think you ran into somebody's trailer.
Yeah, I got pepper sprayed. The police laid me down. They fucking handcuffed me, and then the Illuminati came and uncuffed me, and facts. I ain't even make this shit.
Who's the Illuminati?
They go some big ass 8 foot tall nigga, bald head. I never nigga say, hey, you got a ride? I said, yep. He say, I'm gonna take these cuffs off. When you walk, don't look that way, where the police was huddled up. They just ran my name. I got a fucking whole warrant, nationwide warrant for armed robbery, bro. And so I'm going, but he like, come on, man, Illuminati came, bro. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's why it's like sometimes you don't notice that you getting looked out from people, you know what I'm saying? And they don't say nothing. You see what I'm saying? But I already know, and I thank you. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't actually know who this guy was?
I don't.
Really? But he was somehow able to overrule the cops.
He was with the police, yeah. Yeah. Facts. He had on the whole cop shit, but he was not cop shit. It was like he had on the vest, but he was like it's just like he came from the crib and just threw it on and just came out here real quick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just like
the hip hop police, probably.
I don't know what the fuck it was, but this nigga was about 7'6". About 7'6", dog. Big as fuck, bro. He was like, you got a ride? And I was like, yep.
You don't know who that was, Adam?
Nah.
What state was that?
7'6".
Georgia.
Was it Shaq?
Georgia.
Nah, this nigga, right? Nah, I ain't gonna lie. He was about like 6'5", 6'6". He was big though. You know what I'm saying? And he just was like, and I just was like, yeah. And he just uncuffed me, and then I walked to the car, bro, and he just said, don't look that way. I'll straight look that way too, dumbass.
So before y'all got into any physical altercations, everything with you and G-Unit just been on wax before that day, really, for the most part.
Yeah. I don't even know what the beef is about. I don't know.
Yeah, from your standpoint, you can't even tell like what Ross and them was beefing about.
I don't know, and still don't know.
Damn.
I don't be caring. If my dog got an issue, I got issue. And that's it. I don't even give a f. You know, remember that movie when the motherfucker was like, hey man, I'm gonna he was like, hey man, I'm gonna need your help. we gotta go kill some people. We gotta go pull a robbery. We gotta do this. He was like, what car are we taking? That's me. You know what I'm saying? I don't ask no question. Let's just go, all right, then bet. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
if it's a problem. If you got a problem, nah, it's a problem with me too.
I think beef started over some petty shit. I think they seen each other somewhere and they had looked at each other wrong or whatever, and then they started talking about like, I ain't like the way this person looked at me.
I know I ain't get pepper sprayed and fight 9 niggas about a look, fool.
I think it started off from some petty shit like that, and then 50 had the pimpin' curly thing going on.
I don't care about that, but what is the real shit? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, but whatever. It's part of my legacy, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas ops is at the corner store, bro. You see mine? You feel me? So that.
Yeah,
I feel like you was frontlining for Ross and a lot back in the day, because I remember a long time ago there was a video of Jeezy walking through Miami, and I guess he had problems with you and Ross at this time.
Oh, I remember
the old
that
World Star video when Jeezy
and he was on South Beach. He was on South Beach.
Yeah, and it just was like it was a World Star video when everyone was like, "Damn, what Jeezy doing in Miami looking for Ross?" Where did y'all beef even stem from? Where does that? You can't even say
what. I'm
not even gonna talk about that, dog.
But you do remember the video of Jeezy being
I'm straight. I ain't even gonna talk about that.
Too
shit.
Spicy. We gotta say the details to him in order for him to fill in the blanks.
That shit just ain't capital G to even talk about. That shit ain't even
official.
That shit, it's just some lowercase G shit. I don't want no gangster shit.
Y'all felt the way when I seen it. Like boom, like doing the publicity stunt, walking around Miami and shit with the cameras, like
that was like that wasn't nothing. Nigga wasn't stunting that, when it was the BET Awards and it was a thing like that. That's when I guess it got,
Oh yeah, I bumped into each other behind stage.
Yeah.
This was before
This was the same
the Gucci and Jeezy beef, or this was after when Jeezy was walking through Miami.
It's I think it's before.
It was before.
We're early. Nah, I don't know if it was before or during the middle of it. I think he had beef.
He was beefing.
He was beefing with Gucci still, regardless. But I think he just ended up.
Came out. He was beefing.
I just remember a World Star video.
That was beefing before Fat Boy. Before him
Gucci.
Yeah, that was beefing off the Rich.
Off the white tee.
Off So Icy.
Yeah, off So Icy and all that. Yeah.
So yeah, it was
Black
after.
tea. Sorry.
Yeah.
Jeezy might have still had some unfinished beef to be handled before he.
I want to shout out. Hold on. I want to shout out Baby Savage right now, dog. I want to shout out my dog, Baby Savage. I'm supposed to say this from the beginning of the interview. You know what I'm saying? But that's my brother. I want to just let y'all know. Look, if you're trying to get features, bookings, podcasts from your boy, hit up at Baby Savage God of Grind on Instagram, and my Instagram is not Gunplay again. His phone number is in there. He got the call center out there in Shreveport, making the calls, making all this happen, man. Salute to you, Baby Savage. You already know, man.
For sure. Yo, so at what point, and like, how did it feel when you realized that, like, because 50 seemed kind of like invincible, like he was just gonna win every single beef that he was in, and then all of a sudden he's beefing with Rick Ross, and it felt like, oh no, like this is a beef that 50 actually kind of took the L in. Like that was the first chink in his armor. But like,
yeah,
was that clear to y'all at the time, and how did that feel?
It was like you could tell he was on his musical decline. 50 was.
It's true
at the time, and then Ross was on his incline.
So, and hot music kind of says it all in hip hop.
Fat Boy was on he was doing his numbers. Yeah. Everybody was talking about the correctional officer shit. Nigga was like, I slapped the biggest bully in this sandbox. Watch this.
Yeah.
Let's go. Fuck all what y'all talking about. That's how I see he did it. You see what I'm saying? And then came with the pen after that.
All the mafia music.
And then all of that shit just was like, I think that I felt like he went to war with 50 and the whole industry at that point, like with the whole world. Fuck that. Y'all think it's like that? I'll slap the biggest bully in this sandbox right now. What? And then come back and then do what I do after that, and then you know what I'm saying? Then Meek Mill, and then and then the shit just keep going, and he's still going, talking crazy, talking shit. I love to watch them go back and forth. This shit is hilarious.
No, that's one of the most important rap beefs of all time because there was so much shit that we hadn't really seen. Like even 50 taking Ross's ex-girl or whatever shopping. We had never seen anything like that. That was some wild shit. Didn't really like help him in the battle, but he created crazy social media content at the time that had people tripping.
At that time, I was like, he was winning in the internet, and Fat Boy was winning in the music.
On the music side, for sure.
So which one do you think is a win?
Right.
Cause y'all even did the Floyd Mayweather diss track at that time.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm
Floyd
saying?
was rocking with 50, spending the money with him.
Yeah, that was.
You was frontlining for a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, I remember. Oh shit, man. Damn, I remember one time. Right, we was in Vegas. We was in Vegas, and I'll never forget this shit, bro. I ain't never even told this story, bro, just because this is no jumper.
We're getting deep. We real.
No, it's not. That's not. It's not. It's just. It ain't nothing crazy. So I could say this, and ain't nobody. It's nothing incriminating, no wild shit. But, and excuse me with my speech because I just got 3 teeth pulled a couple days ago, so I'm still kind of. But, hold on. We in Vegas. We get a call to everybody to come downstairs and come get some dessert. Right? Hey, Jeter. Hey. They say come downstairs and come get some dessert at the everybody, all of us. We start walking, we go, come downstairs. We walk into where the desserts is at, dog, and we see, who do we see? Floyd Mayweather, right? We deep.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather and I think in a bitch, right? And I think a bitch was there, yeah. And nigga pulled up. Fat Boy walked up. And he was like, "What's up?" And Floyd Mayweather, that nigga, he was like, "What's up?" And he looked at everybody, right? And then while he's sitting down, there's like a cutout in the wall, like big cutout, like a hacker. You know what I mean? Like so it's like a thing, and it has like a little ledge here or whatever. So. And then like you could go around it right here and then you could come this way. So I'm started walking this way, right? I start walking this way and he looking at everybody. That nigga get spooked. That nigga grabbed that whole bag. That nigga went in the bag. Hey, y'all nigga back up. Y'all nigga back up. And he jumped up on the ledge. He jumped up on the chair, then jumped up on the ledge.
He had the blick.
Nigga was like,
you capping, bro. Floyd
Hey, he's undefeated.
Yo, no, listen.
He was trying to stay undefeated.
But listen, but he up, and everybody up kind of like, so he like,
type shit,
like, you know what I'm saying? So he like, oh, y'all back up. And then, so I go around this way because he on the ledge, and I could go, I'm trying to sneak around, snatch his little ass down. Yeah. That nigga see me, get your mans. That nigga point a pistol at me.
Alright, don't play with him.
That nigga say, get your mans. I'm like, because I start sneaking around there, boy. I say, get your mans. And then, that shit died down. But boy, I swear, I shit you not, boy, that was funny. Everybody, we were laughing, bro. We was laughing, bro. The whole shit erupted in laughter after that nigga, dog, when that nigga did that shit after that. Wow. We was like, what the fuck just happened, dog? Come downstairs and y'all come get some dessert.
And it was just a crazy coincidence, or you think that they lined it up?
I don't know. Just come get dessert. I guess it was time to eat. Yeah. Wow. Shit, I don't know. But yeah, that was yeah.
That is fucking hilarious. Okay, but yo, so one of the crazier things too is that hearing like Yayo's voice in that clip of you getting pepper sprayed and you hear Yayo's voice so good.
Cheerleader.
And it's crazy because I was listening to Yayo like crazy back then, but especially now, just like
podcast. Yeah. I'm like, yo, give him the pom-poms. Put a skirt on the boy. Have him go over there, man, and do some gymnastics with that shit. Yeah, boy, yeah. Boy, nigga got leg arms, bro. Nigga ain't doing nothing but running around, bro. What you got going?
How did you feel when you realized that they ended up with your
That
chain?
he ain't touch me?
But they ended up with your chain, and I guess 50 Cent like debuted
Yeah, my
on
shit pop.
on MTV though.
My shit pop. Man, that shit was a flimsy old little whoop-de-whoop chain.
And back then, that's when y'all was wearing a long chain.
The
so,
long
yeah.
chain, so that
It was
bitch pop,
easy.
bro. Ain't
Easy to
nobody,
steal that shit.
that nigga in the melee, that shit pop, man.
But,
Fuck that shit.
50 did some slick shit, and like he debuted it on like an MTV episode.
Oh, yeah.
So he was wearing it on MTV, and they're like, so how do you end up with an MMG chain? And he's not saying the altercation. He's like, I just like the chain. I just bought it.
Yo, do you know? And and again, I'm gonna put this on my daughter and son and mama and daddy, jugular vein and heartbeat. I got a call after that situation. I'm gonna tell you how trill I keep it, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is no jumping. I'm gonna give y'all another one. I'm gonna tell you how trill I keep it. I got a call, said, look, we got the video. This from a lawyer. Like somebody called me and said, I got the lawyer on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And we got the video and everything, the video evidence of the situation. And you got an opportunity to sue right now for $5 million. What you want to do? I say, I'm talking to the lawyer. I say, what does it entail of me having to do? He said, first you have to file a criminal.
Mm-hmm. Police report.
Police
For sure,
report,
it's gotta start
criminal.
there,
I
yeah.
said police report. I say, so you're telling me I have to get on the stand at some point and have to point somebody out?
Mm.
And he said, yeah. I said, and I have to do that in order to go do the civil? I can't just do civil?
Yeah.
I can't just say, look, no, you gotta do criminal. I said, nah,
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Because you got a big check from BET at that time.
From everybody.
Yeah.
You should have told
Everybody.
Should have told Gucci Man that story a few months ago.
Gucci. Oh,
You had
shit.
told Gucci that it might have been good advice for him.
Oh boy, this guy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I couldn't do it because I know they're gonna try me outside. They're gonna be like, boy, that Gunplay rat ass nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got money, but he a rat.
Yeah. Death sentence for your career.
You think I would have been rapping after that for real?
Yeah, it would have been dark.
I would have been
Yeah.
in motherfucking Costa Rica and Osa Peninsula on a fucking fishing yacht bringing in a 900-pound black marlin with a 5-foot, 100-pound fucking Costa Rican bitch that pique no English. No pique. I would
She don't have
have
the
I would have had a 5-foot, 100-pound no pique.
You don't know what happened.
No pique. I would have had a 5-foot, 100-pound no pique. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't give a f- about you rap niggas and shit, but I say, you know what? I just couldn't do it, dog. And then I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Even if I do want to come back and it's like, did you? Hey, pss, pss, pss. Nah, dog, you ain't finna me. Rat, no, ain't no rat. I hate rats.
So how did you feel when Trick Daddy came to the internet and did what he did with the Rick Ross shit and dropped the correctional officer pictures of Rick Ross and shit?
He did that?
He was the first person I seen like bring it to the internet and made it a thing.
I didn't even know that either.
That's the first person I seen making it a
maybe
thing.
that's why he said in the record, I hate to even repeat it, but it's on a fucking song. When he was like, that's why he said that. I was wondering why because I didn't think he put that out. When he said Trick Daddy got talking about his lupus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When he said that shit, I was like, whoa.
Well, you know, them boys had their little.
Yeah, they have their own shit.
They had their little shit.
They have their own
that shit out though.
They got their own shit that's stemming from.
But take Trick out of it. How did you feel when those pictures hit the internet? What was the combos you and Ross had? Because
as fans, we thought, oh, his career's over. Like, it just seemed like it was going to be that easy, especially because we were just so used to 50 taking all these W's at that time.
Yeah, but I know it might have looked like that, but I know this nigga, dog. I know him like a book. You know what I'm saying? That like one thing about him, he not scared of no war, bro. He ain't scared of no war. That's one thing, you know what I'm saying? So and on top of that, his pen is crazy. You see what I'm saying? So I know the type of music he was gonna make, it was gonna overshadow all of that shit. After a while, you just keep hitting them with these bangers and these hits, and people just be, I don't give a fuck. They want that good music, bro. You know what I mean? And at the time, man, you know how you can't stop a fucking boulder coming down a mountain, fool. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, at that time, I remember thinking that the way for him to basically excuse himself was just to say, basically, like, yeah, I might have been working as a correctional officer, but I was essentially doing it because I was still in the streets and we were running some sort of business this way. But I don't think Ross even really got into that. He just kind of, honestly, it seems like a Donald Trump thing in retrospect. That his
Donald Trump.
Well, like his attitude was like, okay, I got this crazy negative media storm. I don't give a fuck. I'm Rick Ross. Y'all are not, like, he just didn't really crack. He didn't show that he was stressed out about it at all. And ultimately, it just wasn't able to do that much to him because he didn't take it the way that like almost every rapper before him would have took it, which is to kind of panic.
And that shows you the type of nigga he is.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Don't panic.
Yeah.
Don't ever panic. He'll tell you that. He'll always I know he gonna watch this and laugh because he knows that's the one thing he gonna tell you. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't do that. That's the last thing you need to do in anything, nigga. Don't panic. You know, so and then dog got the fee, man. You got the fee. Fuck that. Nigga, show how much fee you got. You know what I'm saying? Show, you know, and then he got all the wing stops and start doing the whoop.
He's strategic, man. So it's not just gonna be a walk in the park when you're dealing with someone who's just as smart. You know what I'm saying? Just as smart as you, strategic. You know
dog strategic like, too. 50 strategic. Dog strategic too.
Both strategic. They both, you know what I'm saying? They both got stand on business. So it's not gonna be no simple walk in the park. You know what I'm saying? Right. Dog, one just a real funny dude, like, and one could really rap, like good. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know, that's the thing. Like everybody has to have a nemesis, though. You always have to have that opposite.
And a lot of times
always have to have an op.
When your nemesis or your op goes away, that's kind of like the end of the storyline for a lot of rappers in this day and age. Where if you got like a big name op and they get killed or some shit, a lot of times you see like the person who was beefing with them, like their career kind of shrivels up afterwards because the fans just aren't really interested anymore.
Oh wow! I never even thought about that, or even thought about thinking about that.
Yeah,
like Nate, give me an example.
That's like when Fulio got killed and Young and Ace, it feels like his career kind of took a hit, even though he's supposed to be the one celebrating because his biggest op got killed. But it felt like the fans kind of didn't have anything to keep them engaged in the same way.
I never even noticed, yo.
And Ace is talented, so
he definitely, he's definitely talented.
He's gonna be good either way. But honestly, I feel like that was big.
Damn.
For sure. Okay, so all right, moving past the correctional officer saga and everything like that, like then that's when Ross like really starts signing people. All of a sudden he's got Meek, he's got Wale, he's got,
you know what's crazy? They names. This is fate. This is the way everything is. You know, their name is William Roberts and Robert Williams.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Ain't that fucking wild?
That is wild.
That's you see the type of shit like that. That's what I love to see. I love to see divine timing, divine this. You know what I'm saying? Shit that it's supposed to happen. And I'm a big Meek fan. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first heard him, that first dream, what was it? The
Dream Chasers.
The
Dreams
first
and Nightmares.
Yeah, man. I said, oh my God, bro. I heard about him, but I ain't heard him. And when I heard him, I said, whoa, that boy there. Man, I said, boy, Gunplay. boy, you better go, boy, go hit that motherfucking drawing board again, cause boy, these niggas coming with that shit, boy.
So what was the transition from Triple C's to we Maybach music now, from your perspective?
Man, we got a God Bless a Dead Black. I remember he called everybody and was like, listen, man, it's gonna be some changes, man. Y'all boys better get to really working. You know what I mean? All of this, you know, hanging around and just, not putting music out and just, repping but not working, it's got to stop, and from there, everything, I still was doing my thing. Even though I didn't get my deal or nothing like that with them, I still did my thing with Def Jam. I still did my thing with Empire. I still got on Love and Hip Hop. I'm still doing, still doing shit. I'm always going to be working, bro. I'm always going to be in your motherfucking face. Okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm here to stay.
But did it feel like, damn, he signing some of the hottest up and coming rappers from all over the country? Did it make you feel like, damn, I didn't even really get the full shot that I kind of deserved? Especially because I feel like you were a rapper who was super hyped. I'm sure you were hot in the streets in Florida and everything, but the internet in particular and the next generation of hot rappers coming out, whether it was Kendrick or ASAP Mob, they were all really looking at you as one of the dopest rappers, regardless of if the mainstream necessarily latched on.
Somebody told me, they was like, rest in peace, ASAP Yams.
Yeah.
They said, because I know somebody that's really close to them, and they say, they say, I don't know if it's true, but they say he was such a fan of mine that he named himself after that song. I had yams, straight yams, yams, straight yams, the ASAP Yams.
That's
right?
crazy.
That's crazy. And then I got on it, and then ASAP Rocky had reached out, and we did Ghetto Symphony with what's the other guy? ASAP Rocky, and what's the other dude, man? That
was on Ghetto Symphony, I forget.
Man, the rap's crazy with that.
Ferg.
Huh? Ferg, ASAP Ferg. ASAP Ferg. Yeah, man. I fuck with Ferg, man.
Right, yeah. Ferg, you and Rocky,
I went when we did a New York show, man. I was so sick about it, and I don't think I ever will recover. But I was in New York, and we was doing so many dates and shit like that, and on my set, this was the last tour that I did with him. And I was promoting, I forgot what album I was promoting. I was doing something. And I got into New York and I forgot to fucking add Ghetto Symphony to my set.
Oh, shit.
And I didn't know they was going to be, I didn't even know they was going to be, I didn't even think, dog. And then they were there. I mean, not they, but I think Ferg was there. Ferg was there. But he was like, and then when we went backstage, she was like, why you ain't play the record? Why you ain't do the record? And I was like, to this day, I just want to go, damn, I'm sorry, Ferg, bro. I really wanted to do the record, bro. I just was outside, bro. I just had a lot going on, bro. Not intentional. Bro.
As a fan, though, that happens a lot where you go to a show and there's a couple artists on the bill that have a song together and you want to see them to do that song together, and then you realize they don't even give a fuck about each other in real life. Yeah. So you're like, oh, shit, they never going to get on the same stage. But yeah, that would have been a classic moment.
Classic, man. I'm sick about it. But there was a the record with Kendrick Lamar, the Cartoons and Cereal record.
Classic.
We was in SOBs in New York performing Yams, and I was on YouTube, and I look, and who the f do I see right behind me, young as f going Yams, straight Yams, Kendrick Lamar.
Wow.
In New York City. SOBs, you can look it up on YouTube.
And this is how y'all met, or y'all already had the record?
Nah, this was that. So when he did reach out, and he's told me all of that, and then I seen who he was, and then just so happened to see it, I was like, dog really was a fan. You know what I'm saying? He was a real, because when I was on the run, I was in New York at one point, and I was with Jeter and shit like that, and Jeter K and Top had hit G to K and was like, yeah, I got Kendrick on the phone. He want to do a record with Gunplay. And he got me on the phone. He like, you right here. Boom, got him on the phone. And he was like, man, I fuck with your music. Like, man, I like your cadence, this and that. He starts singing, naming the records, and I'm like, oh shit, dog. I'm thinking Kendrick Lamar. I shit you not. I thought it was an R&B artist or a basketball player.
That name kind of suggests that, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I shit.
Because that's before earlier on when people had their real name as their rap name.
Right.
Like, you like Kendrick Lamar.
I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. But you know what I'm saying? But then I was like, Jeter was like, yo, listen, when he hung up the phone, you know what I'm saying? I appreciated the call and all of that. I wasn't like, I just ain't know who he was. And he was like, when you get back to where you going, bro, go in on that record, bro. Go in on that shit, dog. And at the time I'm on the run, so I have a lot to
Get off
got a
your
lot
chest.
on my mind. I got a lot going on, and it's like, you know, that's why I was like, I did wrong. Karma came. Crockett gave me ball and chain. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? They gave me ball and chain, and it was like, state, feds, they all
the
can hang.
same.
You know what I'm saying? All the same, bro. Man, it was just like I did the record, and like 2 weeks later, my Twitter went from black people to white people.
Oh shit!
All the retweets were saying, this is the first rapper I ever heard body Kendrick on his own shit.
Wow.
This is the first, and I'm not the type of, I don't like don't say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know the kid, dog. And you saying all that, oh, he body, and to this day, if you look on all of them shits, that's all they say. He's the only nigga that body Kendrick on his own shit.
Wow.
Like, don't say that. We just make good music together. How about that? You see what I'm saying? And it's like, dog, I hate that. But then I didn't even know who he was still. Then I saw on World Star, they crowned him what? The King of LA or something?
Yeah.
When I saw that, that's when I said, wow. Damn, bro, I didn't even know who that really was, boy.
Kendrick a real ass nigga, dog. That nigga cool as. Me and Play went to his show at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, right in Broward, right there.
Yep.
We were watching, right? All of a sudden, the security just came over there and was like, "Yo, who you with?" He tapped Gunplay, like, "Who you with?" And Play was like, "Me and my bro, what's up?" He was like, Kendrick said, "Y'all come to the back." Brought us to the back. I'm talking about I'm back there. We back there smoking blunts with Kendrick and shit, like talking to him and shit.
Yeah.
He just vibing.
Vibing, dog. Chilling, dog. We took pictures and shit, vibing up, man. You know, and the fans really want to see another another cartoons and cereal, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit. Like I want to give what the fans want.
You went and got Lefty Gunplay.
Yeah. Wah, 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 wah.
Prom Gunplay.
Oh shit, guys.
But he got a Grammy, so
Is that how you got hip to Gunplay? Like a Lefty Gunplay? How did you hear about Lefty Gunplay?
yeah, that song, I was like, what the is this?
Yeah.
What's going on here? But I don't take it no way. You know what I'm saying? I don't take it no way.
But every once in a while, Kendrick got to go get like a real street cat.
I'm in LA, man. Y'all,
you're good.
Make sure he sees this, Kendrick, man. The fans want a part 2 of cartoons and cereal, my brother. I'm in a whole nother pen realm right now. Now will be the perfect time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hard.
Nah, facts. That's crazy though. I mean, like, but we were talking about how Kodak was kind of like, similar to your rise, but he had that album where he put Kodak on it multiple times because I felt like sometimes he needs that jit energy with his music, you know?
Yeah.
He's all intellectual and shit.
Yeah. That's basically what I'm on right now. Like if you hear my new music, I'm still gonna hit him with some, with some gunplay. But over the years, I like to speak from experience, and my pen game now is grown. You know what I'm saying? My pen game back then, I could even though y'all say them some classic verses, I listen to it now and be like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? What I would do to that shit now, you know what I mean? Like but I leave that where it's at, and it did what it's supposed to do. And I thank fans and I thank everybody for receiving that record the way they did.
So you never got to perform that record with Kendrick ever? Damn, that'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
Were you involved when Rick Ross had the whole beef going with the GDs that there's been YouTube videos made about?
No, at that point I wasn't on the road with him no more.
Okay.
I was doing my thing. Yeah, I seen it too, and I just was like, boy.
That was a wild saga at the time.
That was a wild situation. I'm always praying. I'm a praying dude, man. So when I see things on the internet, I just put prayers over it that, just everybody be all right, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit ain't even worth it, man. This shit is only a life, man. You only get one of these shits. Have fun, bro.
Right.
Do your best. Be the best man you can be, bro. Fuck all of that shit, dog. Go get your guala.
Definitely. So okay, can we talk about the party in which it ended up that DJ Vlad was assaulted?
Yeah. So I didn't know who Vlad was at the time. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know nothing. So I was talking to a bitch and I see nigga flip dog hat and I just ran over there and Super Cyan, the fucking little bottle of I had a Sprite bottle from the hotel, the little ones, the little Sprite glass bottle, but it was full to the top with Act. So that was gonna be my, you know what I mean, for the day, dog. I was going, and I was sipping that bitch raw.
$1,000 bottle.
You were drinking Actavis out of a glass bottle, and that's what you used to attack Vlad.
Yeah,
that's insane. That's an important
crazy.
detail.
Yeah. You say, damn, that's an important detail. Am I going to jail?
That just sounds crazy.
The activists spill on the floor?
Nah, that shit ain't break or nothing.
Oh, wow. That's the good part.
And I just went to go, that shit went to rolling. I went to go chasing my bottle. Hell yeah.
So you got to pour that bitch.
You still pulled it up?
Boy, that was all I was worried about. Whoever that was, I need my bottle, bro. I just paid for that, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was expensive. Found out who he was later and shit like that and was like, wow.
So it wasn't the kind of situation where Ross would sometimes tell y'all like, "Hey, if we see this person, we got to run down on them." It just was more spontaneous.
It's you already know the climate. Niggas don't really be talking like that. Niggas already 6 cent shit. You know what I'm saying? We already be knowing what time it is. We don't sit down.
There must have been a reason why the dude who started the fight with Vlad knew that it was go time, right?
Yeah, but I wasn't there to hear anything. You see what I'm saying? All I see is what's going action. TTG, let's go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's it.
And from your perspective, like on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad did you whoop him?
I didn't whoop him. I just bink, give me my bottle. Give me my bottle. That was it.
But he was already getting.
Yeah, he was already getting Molly. He was getting, his shirt was wrinkled, collar stretched, all kind of shit. I don't know what they was doing to him, but I know. Hey man, I got to get mines in, whoever this is,
Right.
Yeah, but now it's like, now I'm a different person, bro. It's like,
Hawaiian shit, right?
That was real.
Did it seem like just another thing that wasn't that big a deal, but then the lawsuit happens and it seems like a bigger deal?
Yeah.
And then you find out like, oh, this guy's kind of a thing in hip hop,
Yeah, dog. Yeah. Nah, he was,
he wasn't that well known at that time compared to now. Yeah.
Compared to now, you know what I mean?
Compared to that, what?
I think that
50.
300 or something like that. I don't know.
300. He went.
That shit went up. Yeah, that shit. Yeah, I guess he did the right thing with his little fee.
Yeah. Did you but I think I saw in another interview you said that Ross never even talked to you about it. He paid out a settlement for that situation, but he never hit you up about it, or
nah. It was like they kept telling me, they were like, oh yeah, they tripping about how you hit him over the head with the bottle, and they kept telling me that, and I'm like, and then when the shit went down and all of that, and then we were having like an argument or something like that. I forgot who I was talking to, dog, and it was like, dog, you already costing 300,000, cracking niggas over the head with. I'm like, me. So all the shit, all y'all did was nothing. That don't count. It's my little bottle. It's okay, all right, whatever. Because I remember that argument. I forgot who I was talking to, dog. But we was arguing, and that shit came up, and I'm like, wow.
That's when the deadly weapon get involved.
Yeah, dog, deadly weapon.
And that it'd be a battery.
Battery.
You feel me?
Oh damn, you right.
That's why it's like you gotta know what type of job you want.
Yeah.
If it's just this kind
if
of
it's just
job,
pause, it's just pause.
Job, you know what I'm saying?
Would you enjoy sitting down? Like, would you be open to it if Vlad was open to doing an interview with you and talking about it? Would you be open to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? You know what I'm saying?
That's your homeboy, Vlad?
That is my homeboy, but I will say that, like, the one thing that over the years he's always kind of made it clear that he just wasn't really trying to talk about on camera was that. It's like the one thing that he just...
You asked him about it before?
I never even asked him, but I just remember the first time I interviewed him, probably almost 10 years ago, that he was just like, hey, I got one thing I don't want to talk about. And he said that. Yeah. He just...
Wow, 10 years ago?
Yeah, maybe 9 years ago, but yeah.
That's, you know, I'm a whole different person, man. You know, I'm about good business.
Right.
I don't care about nobody beef. All that shit.
It'd be a good interview.
I think
it would be amazing.
great.
I think it would be great.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
It'll make a lot of views.
I've
bro.
seen him squash beef with a lot of people from just because
I don't even have beef with him. I didn't know who he was. So for me to do that, you know what I'm saying? Now the shit that he doing with everybody calling the police and shit, whatever, dog. I'm not finna incriminate my motherfucker self.
Right, yeah.
And anything I talk about, the statute has been done and the case has been dismissed. So it ain't nothing I can, you know what I mean?
But I do wonder also, like, if he thought that the lawsuit was a good idea in the long term, because I feel like there are a bunch of artists that are Rick Ross affiliated. I think I heard Vlad mention before that Khaled basically said he was not going to sit down with him to do an interview because of his respect for Ross and everything. So I feel like, in a way, maybe it ended up costing him by filing that lawsuit, even though I feel like he probably was still happy he did it because it was the right thing, or he felt like he had to stand up for himself in a way. But I wonder how much he cost himself by going that route as well, you know?
Yeah. Who cost who? What you mean?
Like, Vlad cost himself just by, like, maybe spoiling some relationships by filing that lawsuit just because people felt a way about it.
Ross?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Ross thing was.
And then not having access to other people that's down with Ross.
Khaled said
Okay, I get it. I mean, he's still going to look. Whatever God has planned for people, bro, it's gonna happen, dog. So you know what I'm saying. I guess Khaled wasn't in his people's not passing in his journey.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
He figured it out either way. You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's still doing what he's doing. He good. You feel me? As you know, is he Jewish?
Yes.
Okay. So there you have
you
it.
think he's probably tapped in with the Illuminati that you were talking about earlier?
Yeah. He's the one probably got me out the cuffs. Thank you. Shout out to Vlad. I'm bullshit.
Shit. But so that same mentality, like if somebody were to propose, like, hey, come backstage and speak to 50, would you do that as well?
He posted you.
I mean, I don't think it's no beef no more, but you know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Since this case that I beat, you know what I mean, and it changed me as a business mind frame dude. So now I'm all for good business. Period. That's it. That's what I have to say about that.
I feel like if 50 approved it, you should go on Tony Yayo's podcast with Uncle Murda.
No, not yet.
No, not yet. Okay.
They got the. It has to benefit me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they'll figure
right
it out.
now, it'll benefit them.
Probably true. Yeah.
Right.
Maybe if you had a project or something in particular.
I'm not as dumb as everybody be thinking I am, brother. Trust me, dog. I'm very cold and calculated as well, but I just never did it because I was having fun.
Right.
I was fucking hoes. I was snorting cocaine. I was trying to live my life. At one point, I want to go get married. I'll do whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shit. Now I'm finna really buckle down on this business. So any good business is good business to me. F that.
Definitely.
Break down how the Bible on the Dash record came about.
Bible on the Dash.
Where your mind state was at when you recorded that song.
Maybe one of the greatest rap songs of all time.
God, thank you.
And I think a lot of people who are very knowledgeable about hip hop would say so.
And I appreciate that, and from the bottom of my heart, because that was that was gonna be maybe like the last record y'all was gonna hear from me. You know what I'm saying? I wrote that on the way up to leaving Miami because of the fucking bolo, and I was riding up to Atlanta, and the fucking light in my truck kept going out, and it's a fairly new truck, bro. It's like 2 years old. And the fucking right light kept going out. I keep kind of pull over, bang it, and get going. And I got my Bible on my dash, and I had that beat for about a year. And that beat, I just never felt in a time to do it. I just was like, I don't want to just rap on this beat, dog. There's something wrong. Something with this beat is like calling me in a different way. That's how I do music. I get deep with this shit with this music, so with beats and shit. But it was calling me in a different way, and I was like, I don't know what the but I ain't gonna do nothing. But now when I put that shit in, and I said, I think it's time. And I knew it was time, dog. And I wrote that shit on the way to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Got up there, and the crib I was at had a studio in the basement. So I went down there and I recorded it, put it out, and then that's when he put it on Black Bar Mitzvah, and it just blew, man. And I was like, wow.
Did you know that was some of the best shit that you ever wrote?
No.
Really?
No, I did not. I just knew that it was personal. You know what I'm saying? I just knew it was personal to me. It was like, because that was a time of my life that I never will be in again. You know what I'm saying? If it's God's will, you know, and I rebuke it. You know what I'm saying? And like, at those moments, you have to capture that, because you know you're never gonna be here again. You see what I'm saying? Like this situation that just happened, I captured that with an album, with an EP called "This Time Is Personal." You know, I'll be dropping that probably the end of June. You know, I got the song "Bleed 7 Days" out right now, referring to the case. I got a song out now called "Phases," referring to the case. You know, I don't want to touch too much on that and give no more light to that, but that Bible on the dash, those moments, you gotta capture those. That Power Circle verse, that was at that moment when I was on the run. So I'm writing like as if my life depended on it. Like this is the last thing y'all gonna hear, because the next thing y'all gonna hear, I'm sentenced. You see what I'm saying? And then at least you got this. And I did like 20-something, 30-something videos. Back in the day, I took my cameraman, brought him, and I was paying him every week, and we were shooting videos. So when I got locked up, when I turned myself in 6 days after the BET awards fight, and you see my mugshot, not a scratch on my face, motherfucking, I was in there for 3.5 months waiting for my Arthur hearing, and every Monday I would release a video on World Star every Monday for all those 3. So niggas ain't even know I was locked up for real. You see what I'm saying? And then when I got out, I still had like 4 videos left. You see what I'm saying? I had so many, and I was releasing them before when I was on the run still. So all of that, take this to the brain, all that was, I was on the run, all that shit, dog, all that.
The bar that stood out to me the most was when you said when rapping was an art and now that shit a jug. Because I feel like a lot of people probably didn't know how much you cared about hip hop and really rapping at that moment.
Yeah, damn, I'm glad you. That's true, bro. Yeah.
What was going through your head when you wrote that bar in particular?
Yeah. I with you now, dog. For real. Nah, that's real, dog. Nah, cause that's how I feel, man. It's like the art of this shit, man. I'm passionate about the art of this shit, dog. I sit there and like I'm writing right now. Like I'm literally writing right now another song, dog. I got this EP I'm about to drop. Called Triple C's.
Is it different spelling or a different
SEAS?
Okay.
Strictly recorded audio and video on a yacht.
Wow.
Out in the middle of the water. That's it. Called Triple C's.
Nice.
It'll be. I'm trying to drop it by my birthday, July 18th. So, and that it's just showing you different. Because this time it's like I done went through the storm with all of this shit. So now I want to give you. I'm capturing a moment of time again where I overcame everything. Now I'm on a fucking boat in the middle of nowhere. Fuck everybody. Fuck all y'all. This how I feel. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be nice and pretty, and it's gonna be dope.
That one coming out after This Time Is Personal.
Yeah, that comes out after This Time Is Personal, so you can see the saga.
But see that This Time Is Personal, he recorded that shit at the spot while he had the monitor on his leg. He had, you know what I'm saying? So every day he'll come through and we all in this bitch. You feel what I'm saying? We in that bitch hanging out. And bro in there like, yo, y'all boys get the fuck out the studio, get the fuck out the room, close the door, and finish his song and catch his Uber back to the crib before his curfew. You know what I'm saying? So we just sitting there watching bro put this whole shit together. With bro leave, we slide back in the studio. Let me hear what that nigga did. That nigga just snapped on some shit. So This Time Is Personal is gonna be a lot of them records that has that Bible on the dash feel.
Yep.
You understand?
It's 5 of those.
And to me, it's a little bit more advanced because now, bro, he more like talking on shit. Now he kind of learned how to talk on shit. Like, not just rap, but like rap, but talk at the same time. So like, this is one of my favorite projects from bro he did. You
Appreciate that. Hell yeah, dog. That shit, I'm telling you, dog. It's and then when you listen to it, you're gonna understand. Yeah, dog. He's really going. This is personal.
Yeah.
Like there is no other way to name that album, dog. When you listen to it, that's the only thing you can say about it. This Time Is Personal. And I meant that. And when you hear it, you know what I mean? So go download Bleed 7 Days right now. That's the record that I'm pushing right now. I put it out. I put out Phases. It did good. But once I put out Bleed 7 Days, I'm getting a real good reaction out of this. And especially with people that has been following me through, you know, this situation with the whole journey. It is what you want to hear, man. And if you with Bible on the dash, it's these same emotions, man. And yeah, I think I found my lane, man. I think pain music might be my lane, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know, dog. I don't know. I just, you know.
Facts.
Because a lot of the production that you were on, like early in your career, was a lot of that sort of Lex Luger, you know, and it's like, but there's like a thing that happens. I noticed this with 21 Savage too, that like whenever a real street rapper hops on a beat that has like a sample or is more reflective sounding or whatever, a lot of times they just find a different pocket and those end up being some of their biggest songs.
Yeah, man. I just want to work, bro.
It's a full-time job trying to keep this Glock cold.
Facts, bro. Full time, man.
That was a real window into your mind.
Emotional discipline, man. That's emotional discipline right there.
You've had to learn a lot of that.
I had to, bro. I had to, dog, because they just keep trying to poke the bear, and you just got to be like, woosah. Because I'm tired of paying lawyers, man. My fucking bills are 65% lawyer fees. What the fuck is this?
Even now?
Yeah, even now.
Wow.
It's just, but it's cool. I'm getting through it.
Definitely.
You got it.
Okay, so when did you feel like there started to be some fractures in your relationship with Ross? Was it just the fact that you felt like you weren't necessarily getting the support you needed as a musician? Or was it more personal?
I think it's a little bit more personal. There was plenty of times where he told me, you know, like you're disappointing me. You know what I'm saying? And coming from a big bro like that, it's like when you know you're trying, but you know, hey, it is what it is. You know, maybe it was just not my time to be that emotionally mature yet to really see, you know what I mean, like my true what I can do. Because if he would have just kept, all right, babying me or not babying me, but helping me out or just giving me, you know what I'm saying?
Bailing you out of every situation.
Enabling. There you go. Then I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't be as...
Went and got your own deal.
I wouldn't have got, you know what I'm saying? Went and got my own shit. I wouldn't have did all that. So
videos.
Yeah, so I make that. I got 641 songs out, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like that's counted.
Like that's not even counted.
Registered.
That's not registered really. So we're registering all of that shit now. So it's like when I look and see all the body of work I did and all of that, and it's like that made me do that. That made me become who I am. So I thank him for that, actually. You know what I'm saying? I really do. And even though we might not speak or whatever, I just wanted to tell him I thank him for that. You know, I thank him for the opportunity, you know, putting me on all these records on the, you know, even though I said what I said, that was coming from I'm fresh off of house arrest, bro. I just been watched everybody for 2.5 years, just not give a fuck about me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not reach out, no nothing. So it was like, that was just a little thing on my chest. You see what I'm saying? But all in all, you know, hindsight, you know, I really, you know, I'm not apologizing for that. I'm just telling you my reason for that, what I said before, and why you would think that, you know, it's like that. But I thank him for taking me on this road and this experience that I had. I f***ed all these hoes. I snorted the best fucking powder ever. I performed in hundreds of thousands of people hundreds of times till I got it out my system, and I'm tired. Like to do a show now, I'm like, oh, how long is the set? Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's second nature, and I get up there and I love it, you know, but you know, I thank him for that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And other things, man, just the mindset, you know, a lot of things. I've known him since I was 15 years old. Right. You see what I'm saying? I know him since I was 15 years old.
It's good to hear you take accountability. Like, basically you saying that it's probably shit you did to make Ross be disappointed, and he has a reason. But what you think was the final straw, though? Because y'all go from every day kicking it to, like, we ain't kicking it at all no more?
You want to know something? I had a birthday party for my 43rd birthday, and it was at Ghost Bar, and my ex-wife put it all together, and that's the one thing that I say that I would never forget. That was priceless what she did for me that night. She brought every single person that I love and started with in this game in one building. How the this motherfucker did that is beyond me, but she did it. I'm talking about Ross. First, let's talk about Earl. Earl's the one that introduced me to Ross. He was in there. Everybody, everywhere. God bless it, they're black. He would have been in there. You know what I'm saying? But everybody was in there, dog. And it's like,
it was a vibe.
It was a vibe, bro. I was on the stage, and I thanked everybody. I got a little emotional because it was just. But that was the last time I talked to every single one of them.
Really? Word.
Haven't talked to them ever since.
And what year was this?
That was my birthday, July 18th, 2023. Really? 43 years old, bro. I never talked to nobody in that room after that since.
Would you say that that's just because you've been kind of ducked off as a person?
Nah, a month later, that case happened, and then I was on house arrest for 2.5 years.
Oh, okay.
Because my trial date kept getting pushed back due to motions being to revoke my bond and stuff like that. And it was 2.5 years, and then another year, May 12th makes another year, makes a year that I've been free and, you know what I'm saying, not dealing with nothing. So that's 3 years. I haven't talked to nobody since, and I'm going to just leave it as it is. I'm not going, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to just leave it the way it is. I like it.
Really?
I like it because if they were supposed to be here, they'll be here. They'll be in my phone.
Let me ask you this. Who was you closest to from the whole MMG roster?
Fat Boy.
Yeah, besides Ross, though, like, because you got to, you know, you and Ross, y'all kind of built it together. And then y'all started bringing in more people, like even Sam Sneak, the DJ. He was around early on, right?
Yeah, I'm close with Sneak too.
So besides like him, who was you close to? Like Wale, Meek, who was you?
Oh, with the
with the whole MMG side of things.
I met them a couple times. You know what I'm saying? I met them a couple times.
So when y'all doing Power Circle, y'all just more sending y'all verses in?
Yeah. With Power Circle, we had to send in, everybody had to send in their video, and I did it in front of the crib that I was hiding at.
But so the door is technically open where, like, you know, there's no like obvious reason why you and Ross would not be getting along right now. It's more just both of you haven't really taken the opportunity to hit each other up, besides like the shit that kind of has gone on in the media over the last year or so.
The door is still, I mean, you know, the door is always open for me, but I know him. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of stubborn. You know where his head's at
I know
without asking.
I know him. I know him like a book. So I'm gonna just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? But of course, I would like to smoke a joint with my brother one more time.
All right, you saying you know him? What do you think it takes for y'all to get back cool? He's waiting on you to come to him.
I probably, cause I was just about to get him a booking for like 6 figures, like nice 6 figures and shit. And they was waiting to go right before the incident. My people was about, cause he wanted a little bit more money, so my people was gonna go get up another like 40 or another 50 to put on top of the whoop. So I was waiting for them. They told me like 21 days. They were like, cause they was in Africa. You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting on that, and whoop, then that shit happened. So I believe if I put about 300 in dog pocket real quick for a show and go holler at him and say, what's up, bro? I think he'll be all right with that. You know what I'm saying?
Just the fact that you have a relationship going back to being 15. Like when I think about it, I don't really talk to anybody that I knew when I was in high school, damn near. Maybe like 2 people. Like, you know, it's just life kind of separates you from the people that you knew when you were that young, unless you really have a reason to be interacting with each other. I feel like, I don't know, is there a part of you that feels like you'll regret it as you grow older if you don't?
No, I don't regret
reach out. No.
I make my bed, and I love laying in the beds I make. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I'm not in it. I don't regret nothing. I make my bed, I lay in it, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Love him, my brother. You know. Doors always open. I would always, love to smoke a joint, talk shit, maybe do some business. But other than that, I got a lot of time to make up for, bro. I can't be worried about what another nigga doing and what another nigga doing.
That's really all it come down to sometimes with relationships, bro. Sometimes it be about you having to get yourself all the way where you want to be so you could even be in the right mindset to even, you know what I'm saying? Let's just sit down and come to you and talk to you about shit, but I got my shit together. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm not coming to you like I need you for nothing, gang. I don't need no favors, no nothing. I just coming to you as a brother. You feel what I'm saying? Cause we all go through that shit with our younger homies and shit, where it's like they get some of them they get stuck to where it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta enable it. Some of them, they grow up with me like, man, I ain't finna come around you niggas until I get me some motion, dog. You feel me? Cause I don't need you just buying the bottles by yourself in the club, gang. I don't need you doing this by yourself. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's when niggas get to a certain level. So sometimes it's all about timing, dog. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Ross wasn't feeling you being on Love and Hip Hop though, because he was vocal. He was like, he threw 20 years away just tongue kissing with no girls on there.
Don't listen to that nigga, dog. Don't listen to that nigga, dog.
He wasn't feeling the Love and Hip Hop.
Don't listen to him, bro. When he
right.
talking about, he's a fucking character, bro. He talking about through 20 years away.
20 years.
Kissing on him. He's hilarious, bro. You gotta understand. He's a character, bro.
Do you feel like Love and Hip Hop hurt your career in a sort of long-term sense, or you think it was worth it?
Nah, I'm a street nigga, dog. Like I was on there just busting a lick, fool. You know what I'm saying? What you want me to do? Like I'm one of them. I'm one of them. So it's like when I'm on there, they know this. Like okay, he trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? But I'm busting a lick. They pay real good. You tripping?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Let me get that. I made a lot of money with that motherfucking shit, bro.
The old school hip hop mentality is that you can't do anything outside of rapping because it's gonna fuck up your image and make you look weird. But as we grow as a culture or whatever, it's like you look at somebody like Blueface who's out here beefing with his girl on stream, got a new bitch every other stream, beefing with them, going crazy. Like there's all these different podcasters and streamers, etc. It's like being messy doesn't preclude you from having a rap career in the way that I think we all used to assume that it did. So the Love and Hip Hop thing doesn't seem as crazy as it maybe seemed at that time.
Yeah, like it. They niggas could say what they want to say, but at the end of the day, I put out good music when I do. You know what I mean? And just because I'm on there, I'm trying something, man. I have, I really want to act, man. I'm I'm starting the process. I'm finna get my veneers and do all of that shit, but I gotta do a big old process before I do that. So when I get it done, I will be out here. I'm finna go get me a casting agent, and I'm finna spend a month out here, man. And I need to get right. You know what I'm saying? So this time next year, it's gonna take a year for my shit to get right. So this time next year, I'm coming back, bro.
Why is Rick Ross beefing with Drake?
Why is Rick Ross beefing? He's beefing with Drake again?
Well, no, previously.
Oh.
It's still going
Presumably
on.
it's still active, but
what the be going? Why? I don't
we
know.
never, I mean, we could kind of assume
What
that there's girl drama mixed in, but we don't know what the initial
It's not
thing
about
was.
a bitch.
I don't think that was what started it. I think that girls just become pawns in the whole thing.
Oh yeah, dog. Just come on. I don't know why they got so many hits together. Why would they be beefing?
He just put out a search saying that he want Drake. He want to see Drake.
See Drake win. I saw that. I saw that part. I saw that little clip of that.
He's not beefing, man.
But you kind of got to say
beef.
that, right? It's like when your op dies and you got to be like, oh man, I feel terrible.
Drake not there.
No, but I'm saying, like, you know, that's like a gangster thing. Like, if your op goes to prison, you got to be like, man, free him. He's got to say, like, yeah, I want to see Drake win.
Like
Drake probably going to win regardless. He kind of got to say that.
Troll shit. He was on some troll shit, bro. You got to
I don't
understand.
think he was on some troll shit though.
Hell yeah, that nigga was talking about a nose job and all kind of shit before that, boy.
Oh word.
Yeah. Right before that, bro.
I thought
like,
it was a tweet. Like he typed the shit out. It was some shit.
He said something about some nose job or something, bro. I don't know what the hell going on, but all I know, he's hilarious, bro.
How much was you around Drake and all these guys?
I met Drake one time at
Only
KOD.
once? Word?
Yeah, one time. This was like when he was like the first little album and shit. Yeah, he had mixtape or whatever that was popping, and he was with Wayne and all of that, and they came to KOD. I just dapped them up, say what's up. That was it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Now, that is a crazy one just because Drake always showed him so much respect, always talked about Ross like he was the GOAT, and then somehow it fell apart, and we don't really understand exactly how it went
First rapper I
down.
ever met?
Who?
Take a guess. Wild guess. First rapper I ever met.
In New York? I don't know.
All right, you're getting close.
Africa Bambaataa?
No.
Who the is that, bro?
Nigga, you don't want to meet.
I don't want to know, bro.
Stay away.
That's a
Just chill, dog. Just chill, bro.
Just chill.
Shit, French.
Just
Hey,
chill. Yo,
French.
pause, son. Huh?
French.
Nah.
Nah, different generations, right? I'm trying to think. New York back during that era. I don't even know where you lived.
so
in.
early.
88.
All right,
Yeah, 88. We
Let's
go
do
way back.
87, 88. 88. 88, 89, 88.
Damn.
Who was the hottest fucking artist around 88?
Rakim.
89?
DMX? No, that's too
88.
early.
How old you is?
33.
Yeah, he's a jit.
How old you is?
42.
Okay, so I'm 46, so you 4 years old.
I'm throwing Rakim out there, but no.
All right. LL Cool J.
Wow. Okay, there we go.
LL Cool J. Dog.
What was he
in
doing?
Green Acres Mall.
Oh, really?
Yep,
Wow.
they had a big old crowd. I'm like, who's that? I go over there. It's LL Cool J. I forgot what record he had at the time, dog. It was one of them hard ass records, bro. He had a hard record out, dog, and all I can remember, I dapped him up. And the motherfucker had some cologne on. That shit smelled good as to this day. I got it. I don't know what that was, but yeah.
Wow.
Fun fact.
Nah, that's legendary right there. Yeah.
What was your thoughts on Diddy getting locked up and everything you seen Diddy go through? Because Ross
For being a freak is crazy.
yeah.
For just being a, each his own.
How many times you met Diddy? You said you only met Drake one time.
I met Diddy 2 times.
Only twice?
Yeah, I met Diddy 2 times. One was at a video shoot, one of Ross' video shoots, and he had like 2 hoes with him, and I gave him a CD.
Yeah.
My CD, my mixtape. He probably flinged it or whatever, but I gave it to him.
Fell out your pocket, skinny man. Please tell me.
this fell out your pocket, skinny man.
No, Diddy ain't do it like
Nah,
that.
I don't think. I hope so. But and then the next time was a Super Bowl party. One of my homeboys was like, "Man, you want to go over there, man? They got some hoes, man. Come over, man. I got it. You know what I'm saying? I'll get you in." I'm like, "All right, shit." Went around there, seen him, Trey Songz. I asked him for a blunt. Then they said they ain't have one.
Did he?
Yeah.
He told you he ain't had no weed for
No
you?
blunt. I needed
No
a
blunt.
blunt. I needed
word.
like a cigar.
Yeah.
And then the game was on or whatever, and the light, like some, just the way I was dressed. The people that were coming in wasn't dressed the way I was dressed. So I just was like, all right, I'm looking like the odd man out. Let me get the out of here.
Well, you're Gunplay. You're allowed to be the odd man out, right?
Yeah, but yeah.
If Diddy had asked you to Cassie, would you have complied?
Oh Lord.
Wow.
Cassie bad.
What? Yeah, without him in the room.
I don't know. Him being in the room might be part of the deal.
No, dog, chill. Not with him in the room. Hell yeah.
But it got the Tony Yayo meme face.
I feel like I know so much about Diddy because I've heard all of these male escorts go on Vlad and talk about fucking her in front of him. Like I heard like 5 or 6 of these dudes talk about it to the point where I feel like I know exactly how it went down.
That's crazy, bro. I just, if that's how, I don't know if I want that much money.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want that much, bro. Like if it's, I don't know. That's crazy, bro.
Diddy be all right, man.
I don't know. I see my future is.
He'll be all right.
I agree. I think he's gonna have a big career when he gets out.
Yeah.
I don't see a freaky future in my shit. I see some fishing and bitches and Costa Rica, bro, and yachts and shit, and just being like letting my grays out.
Are you kind of torn in that regard? Where it's like, obviously, you could keep doing shit in the entertainment world. There's all kinds of things you could do, but it seems like you do have like a desire to have a little bit of solace and serenity.
Yes, I do. I do because and if I do entertainment, I'm always gonna do entertainment because I signed up for life. This is what I signed. Me personally. You know what I'm saying? I will always do something, whether if it's managing, if it's writing, if it's acting, if it's podcasts, if it's a show, if it's something, rapping, whatever the fuck it is, I'm gonna be doing entertainment. That's just me. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm gonna take acting as my final thing because it's something that I always wanted to do, number one. Number two, I could do it for the rest of my life and fulfill my contract I made with myself about entertainment until you leave here. You will leave here, entertain the world, and give them a look on the inside of what a real person is, dog. A person that doesn't lie to themselves and sitting there and be proud. I can't explain it. Ego, all of that shit, dog. You can still do this shit. You don't gotta. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to go behind and choose that door over there and do weird shit, dog. You could just have love for the art, the craft, and still make it, dog, and still do what you do, dog. You don't have to.
What if 50 want to put you in one of his movies or shows?
Of course.
You can do it. Ross won't be mad. That's not taking it too far for him.
Why? That's a business move. Ross is about business.
Word.
But I feel like you're someone who cares about not only being loyal, but appearing loyal. And even though you and him don't have a current relationship, it still might come off strange. Like, you don't want it to come off like, look, I'm in this movie
come off
as a way for 50 to take a shot at Ross.
Nah, that's a business move, man. For me. I'm worried about me. I have to worry about Gunplay's career. What is Richard... You know what I'm saying? What is Richard's next move? Because all that shit is if you ask me, I'm not into that shit no more. That shit was I done showed you what I think about the situation. I showed you what and I basically was out there in the forefront about this shit. Physical. Frontline physical. So I don't have to prove my loyalty. I got to prove my business. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to prove my loyalty no more. My shit there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen what? You know what I'm saying? My shit well documented. You feel me? So when it come to this, of course I'll do that shit because it's business now. I'm not worried about none of that. Oh, nigga, nigga looked at a nigga wrong and all this weird shit. Nah, nigga, that shit I already fought about it. So now I want to get some money. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody, it don't matter if it's 50 Cent or 25 Cent. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I need some good business going on. If a nigga want to act, I'm really doing this acting shit. I got a movie out now that I'm in called realgoons.com on Tubi. You know what I'm saying? Nice. That was they just put it out, but it was we shot it a while ago, but that was like my first, like, I got my acting bug now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, now I gotta do this shit, bro. I could do this.
Yeah. Did you watch the Rick Ross and French Montana verses the other day? Did you catch
Bits and pieces?
Yeah.
Bits and pieces. It was dope. It was close, wasn't it? I think I seen
I think Ross had 9 and French ended up with 10. 10-9.
Yeah, I think French won. Yeah. By a hair. Yeah. That was dope though.
On paper, it looked like Ross gonna smoke French,
right? And then all of a sudden, that shit said, I saw it. I said, I didn't even know it go like that.
Shout out French and Ross, but you know,
I didn't even know it go like that. They actually do
they tallied it up.
Dope. That was dope as.
It was super dope to see both of them celebrate each other.
I looked at that shit. I'm like, oh, that's how that shit go. Yeah, dog.
Animal shit the chain on one time.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would have been hard. Why the name Animal Shelter? You said,
man, we underdogs, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I'm the underdog. I always feel like I'm the underdog, and they always be, you know. That's how I feel like, you know. Until we get there, then we'll be the big dog. Then I'll be the big dog. But nah, right now I feel like I'm the underdog, and that goes for any artist that, you know, I with, man. They story is they art to me. Their music is just the byproduct of that. You know what I'm saying? They life, what they been through. They really have to been through something to be with Animal Shelter. You see what I'm saying? Like, just like how you have strays out there that they been through something. Now they in the shelter, and then they getting right. They getting guidance. They getting whatever. And then, hey, man, hey, I see this artist you got, man, over there. Da-da-da-da, man, I want to sign him. Da-da-da-da. He's bubbling over here, bubbling over there. We got artists in New Orleans, New York, Carolina, Texas, Atlanta, you know, Jacksonville, New York. I mean, Miami, you know what I'm saying? So it's a bunch of us. And I've been rocking with these niggas for years, but I'm just now really putting it out there. Like,
'cause it feels like a lot of the, you know, for like sort of older rappers that are legends in the game have kind of lost interest with trying to do the business model of signing younger artists. Like Gucci, clearly kind of over it. Ross has fallen back. At one point, that was like the whole basis of his life, was having this big ass collective. I feel like it takes like a very specific type of person to want to take on that responsibility of running around with younger rappers like that, you know?
Yeah. Right now, I'm basically like, I'm gonna see, to do independent, put out independent music, you have to do it the right way. A lot of rappers don't know how, right? I just now figured out how, with the to upload and to
shout out to King B.
Shout out to King B.
Yeah, shout out to Mike over there,
and
man.
shout out to King B and Mike. They've been going and teaching me step by step, from media base to Luminate to all of these platforms of how to register your shit and get your shit really, you see what I'm saying? It's knowledge that they ain't teaching us, that how you could really get paid. Even if you don't sell 10,000, you know what I'm saying, 1 million, you still could get paid for your 5,000 records. You could still make a living and build on that. You see what I'm saying? They're not teaching us that. So with Animal Shelter, once I figure this shit out, all I'm gonna do is pass it on. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, let me get my PC, but pass it on. And then now you have the game to build. You can start from scratch and watch every record you put out count. You see what I'm saying? And you can work at your own pace. Now, if you want to go crazy, you're going to get crazy money.
Yeah.
That's just how the independent grind go. Nobody taught us that, dog. I've just been doing majors my whole life and shit like that. Major this, major that, trying to get a major deal, major this. Then we went with Empire and still didn't learn the ins and outs of the game, how this shit really go. Like, even your lyrics, you get paid for lyrics and shit like that. Like I ain't know none of this. So the 2.5 years that I had to study this. I had to really like figure out like, okay, I know I want to do the independent, but I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Let me just try DistroKid, thinking I'm doing something. I meet King B, I meet Mike. They put me on game.
Some whole different.
What the? Oh,
a whole different part of the game that we just ain't familiar with. You feel what I'm saying? And
we street
it's
niggas
all kind of
for real.
new too.
Yeah.
It's like the shit has all been coming together. You couldn't have learned that in 2010.
Exactly.
Facts.
So I'm just watching this, and I'm watching to see how I go, and learning. And, you know, in the next 6 months, man, once I figure all this out and get all my songs registered and shit, now we really getting some motion, you know what I'm saying, from music, because all my music has been either one-offs or what you call them shits, when buyouts. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll give me, you know, 50,000 and record here and record these 2 mixtapes, and I don't really get nothing off of that. You see what I'm saying? But I get the money up front. I did 100 of those kind of little deals and shit like that. Like
we
not
did
knowing.
that joint down here with Mozzie.
With Mozzie, yeah, we was out here, yeah, we did it out here too. I did 1 solo and 1 with Mozzie out here. Yep.
What's called headlocks and
shout out to
headshots and dreadlocks.
Shout out to Omar, man. Omar just hit me too early, dog. Yeah. Shout out to Omar, man.
Let me ask you this: who would you put on your Florida Mount Rushmore music? You have 4 faces that put on for Florida.
Put on for Florida, dog. It would have to be Trick, JT, Money, Luke, Rick Ross, and Plies. Yeah, it would have to be that
for sure. Plies.
Yeah.
Crazy legend in the space. Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 6, Miami.
What's up?
Come on, y'all ready?
It's gonna be big for Miami.
It's gonna be huge.
Because whenever you drive around with somebody who's not from here in LA, everybody like, oh shit, that's the shit from GTA. Like it just permanently sears it into people's brains, man.
Just doing that shit, looking at the mountains coming through on the highway.
I'm like, look at this shit, the big old tunnel. That shit look y'all fucking architecture and shit.
Yeah,
whatever you call it.
Now you can walk right out the door here and it's just mountains, and we forget that is not something people are used to.
Not
being in
all.
a city, seeing huge mountains so close.
Shit look fake.
Yeah, it does look kind of fake when you think about it. Yeah,
facts.
Nah, for sure. Yo, this has been a legendary conversation. I wanted to do this for years.
Oh, man, that's dope, dog.
I just appreciate you pulling up, man.
I wanted to come on here too, man, and say what's up to you, man.
Hey, I mean, I clicked on a few interviews I was watching, and I'm like, man, they got too much girl shit in these interviews and stuff. They got to talk to Gunplay about the fucking rapping and all the crazy shit you've been in throughout the years, man. I'm so tired of talking about that shit, dog. Like, you know, that's over with, man. You know, the music is my thing right now, man. I just want to. Everybody wants it, and I'm gonna give it to them, dog. You know,
that Triple C shit gonna be crazy on the yacht. We gonna record that shit on the yacht.
Yep.
We got a whole bunch of other animal shelter shit coming out, but we just holding off on all that until all the business get right.
Man, shout out to Medicine. Shout out to D-Day. Shout out to Swelly. You know what I'm saying? Peso. Man, come on, man. Tutu.
Shout out to my brother Tutu.
Yeah, man. Dog. You already know, man.
Animal shelter, dog. Niggas been working for a minute, bro. Put that shit together. Like, niggas were flying to Miami. Like,
free Mike.
Month, bro. And just lock in 14, 15 hours in the studio. 10 different people from like 10 different states. You know what I'm saying? With 10 different stories and shit. And they all certified. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like when we go in there, when we start making these relationships with these niggas, it's different. And bruh put all that shit together.
But I just knew everybody's character, and I knew that if I put everybody in this room together to record, it won't be no problem, and it'll be fine. I put like what 8 niggas, dog.
Yeah,
dog. We 2 days booked, 2 days out, dog. We 8 hours a day. 8 hours all day, videos. 2 days.
Then we got it. We
or 3 days.
We have videos we never even dropped.
Yeah, and then one of them is Pop the Lock.
Yeah,
Pop the Lock. One of them Pop the Lock. That's all us. You know what I'm saying? Minus one that couldn't make it. Shout out to Kano, ATL. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dog.
No, facts,
I appreciate you having me, brother. And like I said, dog, Thanks. Appreciate it.
We got the 3D printed ashtray.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for my gift.
Nah, you could have that. That'd be legendary for you. That to pop
What?
up in your crib at some point. Yeah.
What?
If I ever see that again, like on social media, I'll be honored. Yeah.
Yes.
Sure, you got it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can empty the ashes out in the trash can too. Yeah, we got you. We got more ashtrays where that came from. Hey,
Come on, man.
Gunplay, man, the legend. Shout out to Lito. Appreciate you.
man.
Shout out to Remo helping me come up with the questions for this interview. Is definitely one of my favorite interviews I've done in a minute, man.
Man.
Thank you for real. Shout out Gunplay.
Yes, sir.
No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. Check us out on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, etc. Like, comment, and subscribe. And shout out to all the members who got to see this interview early. Appreciate y'all.
Already.